So I'm gonna make a follow-up video because women are having a hard time understanding what this man just said. Men are very straightforward and clear. Like the man said, fellas, if you are a homosexual, target fat BBWs. That's what he said. And you guys are in the comment section going, well, but it's not just them. But they also target like people with low self-esteem. Okay, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Scammers don't have time to vet personalities and truly see who has low self-esteem, because common sense, we all know anyone can have low self-esteem. Beautiful women can have low self-esteem. Fat women can have low self-esteem. However, if you're a scammer, put yourself in the scammer's shoes, right? Say they're on like Tinder swiping. They don't have time to individually get to know every girl to see if she has low self-esteem. So how do you think that they choose targets? Society automatically assumes that when you are big, your self-esteem is low. Okay? That's what society assumes. And even though beautiful women can be insecure too, we all know this is a fact. They can be just as insecure. Society does not think that. Society constantly projects on beautiful women, and they assume that beautiful women are confident. Okay? Therefore, the scammer said what he said. Fellas, if you are homeless, target BBWs. Because that's just how men think. Men see a big woman, she's not taking care of herself, she's not into herself. It communicates that she's insecure. They automatically assume all big women are insecure. That is how hobosexuals find a woman to financially leech off of. And the thing is, it's so cute and naive how women will be in the comment section with all these buts and buts. But what? The man was mad clear. He was super clear. He was super blunt. He was super straightforward. He said, fellas, if you do not have a home, go to KFC and get a big woman to take care of you. He did not say a skinny woman with a degree. Scammers don't have time to individually vet to see, no, they are just very straightforward. Men are simple, okay? Because you guys are in the comments like, oh, but it's not just big girls. If you're commenting it's not just big girls, you have never been around men enough to where they're comfortable to tell their honest thoughts around you. I have been in several rooms around men where I've heard it all, okay? They target big girls for their money, period. I've never heard a man say, oh, let's target you see that pretty girl? Now that I'm like friends with her, I see that she's insecure. So like, no. That's not how they talk. That's how women talk. Women talk with all the nuances and, the butts and you know what I mean? Like, we're complicated. Men are simple. Men do not do that. When men get together, like, for example, shout out to Cerise. Girl, how do you have the same experience as me? Like, that's crazy. She said the same thing that I experienced. She said she overheard a football team, like it was this coach, and he was talking to his team members. And the coach was like, basically saying, go get you a fat girl to pay for your uniform. There should be no excuses. When I tell you, Cerise, if you're listening to this, I had the same exact experience. I was like, girl, are you copying me? I had the same experience. It was this one guy that I knew in the past. He played football. And I was in the room while he had a Zoom call, but I was silent, so nobody knew I was there. And the coach was doing like a Zoom call with all of the members. And I guess, I don't know, maybe uniforms are expensive and hard to get. And the coach literally said out his mouth, get you a big girl to pay for it. There should be no excuses. Like, how coaches talk. So again, Cerise, she had that same experience. Cerise talks about it all the time, where her stories with her coworkers, you know what I mean? I have, like, this is just the norm where I grew up, kind of like a lot of men, they see big women as providers. So I'm not even really understanding, like, I don't get the butts and the nuances in the conversation. Like, to me, it's a pretty straightforward, cut and dry concept. No, We're not gonna, like, you guys always try to even the playing field. No, skinny, pretty women are not getting targeted left to right from scammers trying to take all their money. That doesn't happen. I don't care if she has a degree. Once again, society, like scammers, yes, they do need you to be insecure. But how do they vet for insecure people? They go off of how you look. Even if the skinny girl with the degrees is insecure and all the money, scammers don't know that, because when they look at her, she doesn't look insecure. But when you look at a big person, you know for sure they're insecure. So it's like, it's weird to me how a hobosexual could literally come out and be mad straightforward, and people are still in the comment section talking about but nothing. And in a way, I don't feel bad for women now. Like, I kind of felt bad when he dropped that video. I'm like, dang, let me help the girls out. But people, like, you guys know this. You guys are just in denial. And so, you know, this will forever continue to be a thing. And I know I didn't check the profiles of the ladies, like, disagreeing. How are you disagreeing? Like, he said what he said. Like, the problem with women is a man will be so straightforward and you guys will be like, actually, no. Like, what do you mean? Are you a hobosexual? He's literally a hobosexual telling you how he prays for women. He said BBWs multiple times. He never gave, he was so clear on who he targets. Okay, and he's one of many. So many men talk like this. You guys clearly, maybe men can sense that you're not a safe space, so they don't, talk like this around you. Because it's like you guys are acting like this is new information. Like, as a collective, BBWs have to dodge scams like this from left to right, like money scams from left to right. When you're fine and in shape, it's the opposite. Men trick on you. They're not trying to take all your money. Like, this is common sense. If that is happening to a pretty woman, that's rare. That's so rare. Very extremely rare. But for big women, it's a common experience. It's like almost expected at this point. They have to date on guard. It's like, do you actually like big women? Are you here for my money? They constantly attract men with no jobs, nothing. We're not going to act like that's the same experience as a beautiful woman. Just stop. So, nowhere in stats does it say this. Psychology has always said it's polar opposite experiences. Science says it. And it's like, even if psychology says it, science says it, and the hobosexual man himself comes out and says it, women will still be like, I feel, and then geniuses will comment, no, but they target insecure women too. And it's like, bro, how do you think that they target insecure women? They go based off of how they look. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like a teacher at this point. Fat women look insecure. That's how it works. And the thing is, again, I had a comment saying, well, what about the skinny girl with all the money that, brags about her degrees and stuff like that? Again, scammers assume, like, even if skinny girls have money, they're still getting validated in society. At least that's what people assume. They still assume when a skinny girl walks outside, people are going, oh my God, you look like a model, you're beautiful. They get compliments, right? They get attention. They don't struggle getting men. When people look at fat women, they assume that fat women are deprived of attention. They struggle getting men. Like, it's more that goes into it. You would think I'm a scammer the way I'm explaining this. But yeah, like, it's more to it than who has all the money. A lot of the times, these fat girls don't be having like all these like nice jobs. Like, they're not doctors. They're literally just like security guards. But because fat women, it is true. Like, when they go out, they're not getting showered with compliments, and scammers know that. So that's another reason why they target fat women over the skinny girl with all the money. Okay? So, in my opinion, no, I don't think skinny women, even if they had money, I don't think they get targeted for, just on a consistent basis is what we're talking about. I'm not talking about exceptions. I'm talking about consistency. They're not getting targeted by scammers. They're just not. On a regular basis, no, but fat women are. because the scammer knows that when she walks outside, she's not getting complimented. So it really has little to do with what you have. These things work due to insecurity and what the scammer assumes to be insecure. Okay? So, y'all, I'm ready to move on to my next topic. Okay? Let's not act dense. He said what he said. He said, you are homeless. Beggars cannot be choosers. They don't want big women. And my thing is, okay, even if the skinny woman had the resources too, a lot of men will feel like, oh, okay, like, you know, a lot of men are genuinely attracted to in shape, pretty women. So if she also had resources, it would just be more like a plus to men rather than fat women. A lot of men simply only are with them due to what they can provide the man. Do you get the difference? Like, again, a skinny woman can have the apartment, the degree, the car, and she still won't get used because men will still be genuinely attracted to her. Men usually are not genuinely attracted to big women, so they'd only be dealing with the big woman simply for her resources. That's not the same. A lot of men, if a skinny woman has resources, they won't only deal with her just for that. It'd be like additional or a plus. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, y'all, I gotta go.